Hello friends, good afternoon. Today I am coming up with a new topic which is regarding continental accounting and automated stock valuation. Because we have seen in past whenever I am not using Anglo-Saxon accounting and automated stock valuation is there, Odoo will not settle up the interim accounts which is stock input and stock output account. But in today's video, I will show you another workaround which will help you to fix that, which is maybe unconventional method. But I discovered that, so would like to share with you guys. So this is my fresh instance where I have configured a standard chart of accounts, and in the settings, if I go to automated stock things, it is there with cost of goods as an account. So this is my new company which I need to configure with a new automated accounting way and rest of the things. So here I can also register the things. So if I go here in settings, I select the standard chart of accounts and it will load my standard chart of accounts based on the selected package of localization. Now, if I go over here, if I search, my automated accounting is enabled with stock valuation and then stock interim and stock output account. But now I need to make certain changes so that we can register entire impact without Anglo-Saxon accounting. So I will check, I will disable this Anglo-Saxon accounting method right away, and then I will reconfigure the chart of accounts. So when I go to chart of accounts and then I see my interim accounts are here, which is type of current asset, but I don't want to use that anymore. Rather, I would like to show you a new hack which will divide both the account in our income and expense account. So let's see how it works. So first I will create new income account and give it a name. So I will create a separate series and I will give a name like stock, purchase account, which is type of income account, and I will create a new expense account, which is relevant to maybe a cost of revenue account is better. So let me create a cost of goods sold, which I can use like cost of goods sold and cost of goods purchase. So these two accounts I will be using in my stock input and stock output account, and this standard account I will use as stock purchase expenses account as my normal account. Now I will simply go to my general settings and I will replace this account. So here in stock input account, what I will use is I will use stock account, which I need over here. So it will become my cost of goods purchase account and cost of goods sold account, where my stock purchase account will be as it is, but these two interim account I will be using for our continental accounting purpose, where my stock valuation is automated. So now I will jump to product categories and configure one new goods category with average costing and automated valuation. Now you can simply monitor like product sales account is there as an income and stock purchase expense account as an expense, and these two accounts, one is income type account cost of goods purchase and another one is stock output account, that is cost of goods sold. I have configured here. Let me show you. The type is income and second one is type is cost of revenue. Okay, now how it will turn around the entire thing, let's see that. So in my inventory, in my product, I do have Pro 1, 2, and 3, which is related to goods. Everything is set. I have zero inventory. And let's monitor one by one when I make a purchase and when I receive the goods. So I'm simply going to vendor 1 and I'm going to purchase maybe 10 units at the cost of 10, and Pro 2 again 10 unit at the cost of 20, and I have to configure my inventory also. So warehouse is required. So in standard, I'm creating a warehouse, and now I will be able to create a new purchase order from my vendor. Pro 1 again 10 unit with 10 rupees, $10 each, and then Pro 2, which is again 20 units at 20. Oh, sorry. So vendor 1, Pro 1, 10 units at 10, and Pro 2, 20 units at 20. I confirm this order. I will have a receipt now. Now if I go and check my accounting position under balance sheet, it is nil. As soon as I receive this item, it will create a journal entry and my stock valuation will be increased with $500 because I have purchased the stock worth of $500. Now on the other part, the beauty of this configuration is the counterpart account will be hit my cost of goods purchase revenue account over here worth 500. So this is unconventional method, but a tricky method to use. Now as soon as I create a bill, maybe any bill, let me do a bill for anything, and it will allow me to create a bill in latest version where my stock purchase expense will hit as soon as I create a bill. So over here, you can see cost of good purchase will nullify stock purchase expense and it will become zero, which is wrong. But the beauty of this configuration is as soon as I do a sales, then it will register my revenue again. So let's see how it works. So now if I go to my sales order and create a new sales order for my customer for let's say Pro 1 worth 5 units with 50. So 50 is my selling price and I confirm it and I create a delivery and I validate a delivery. Now if I monitor my P&L, now it will register my cost of goods sold. So that's how we see the real impact with consideration of Anglo-Saxon accounting over here in Continental Accounting. Right now, my cost of goods sold is registered with 50 because I sold out 5 units worth 10 rupees to a customer and deliver it out. And then my inventory will definitely reduce with 50 rupees because it is going out. So if I see my general ledger, 500 rupees of inventory debited and 50 rupees inventory credited with this sales delivery. Now if I see my profit and loss, and as soon as I create the invoice, now here the fun is like my income will be registered, real income will be registered, and then I can see my real impact on my P&L over here, like product sales were 250 is there minus my cost of goods sold, and it will give me my net profit over here. So this is how I have defined the impact of Continental Accounting in consideration of income and expense type stock interim accounts like stock input and stock output, and then here is the impact. So very simply, we have seen like from purchase to receipt to vendor bill and then sales to delivery to customer invoice. I can see the impact over here in my P&L account where my product sales or income is registered with exact 250 as my sales invoice, and then it will register cost of goods sold at the time of delivery. So this impact will safeguard your entire P&L account with consideration of stock valuation also in Continental method. So here you can configure this unconventional way if that allows you and your country to use this type of settings and achieve the stock input and stock output account to settle off with this way. So ultimately, my objective is to show you a kind of workaround which will create a similar kind of impact like Anglo-Saxon with Continental Accounting. So here I have used Continental Accounting and this configuration to achieve my thing. Let me run you the configuration again. What I have done is I have created two separate chart of accounts. One is income type of account, that is cost of good purchase, and another one is using this cost of revenue account as a part of my product category configuration. So in product category, what I have done is in stock input account I have used this income type of account, and in stock output account I have used this expense or cost of revenue type of account, which will handle my purchase received and sales delivery and then hit my revenue and expenses accordingly. So ultimately what happens is product sales account will increase my income minus cost of goods sold will hit the minus account when I deliver the things, and then stock purchase and cost of goods purchase will settle down in credit and debit whenever I am preparing my vendor bill. So this is the beauty of the configuration, which will help you out to achieve a way to settle down your stock input and stock output accounts like this. Hope this will help many consultants, many users to use this unconventional way, but a kind of workaround. If you have any query regarding this type of settings, please reach out to me on my email or my channel or LinkedIn. Thank you guys. Have a good day.